Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, spring snowfall. Thousands were without power this evening after downed power lines were reported across the region. Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Emily Haugen. The weather has taken us on a roller coaster this week, and as promised, snow is coming down in the La Crosse area. Here's some video I took outside of the station a few hours ago, and it's hard to think how we just had 80-degree temperatures. I'm kind of sad about it, but you know, whatever. We'll send it over to Bill Grahl now. He'll tell us about what this is, what's going on.
Yeah, talk about weather whiplash. So much for the record heat and the fire danger. We had rain yesterday and a good amount in many spots, and then snow this afternoon, and it continues tonight. Here's a live look through CityCam, and notice how CityCam's kind of shaking as well. Those winds are gusty from the northwest, 15 to 30, gusting 40 plus miles per hour in some spots. And here's a live look at Interstate 90 out in Onalaska. Now, the good thing going for us is the fact that it was so warm this week, so the ground is a lot warmer, higher angle sunshine as well. So that's really helping the roads stay in better shape, the main roads and the interstates. Also, that gentleman or woman that just passed by in the snowplow, thank you very much for that as well. But with falling temperatures, even a degree or two, and intense snow bands ramping up again, expect those roads to become snow covered in many spots overnight. So winter storm warnings in play for tonight through 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for a good portion of the viewing area. And then winter weather advisories on the edges of that warned area. Now, we had some heavier snow bands earlier today, a little bit of a lull this evening, but you can see that's pushing down into the Madison area closer to home. See these darker blue spots again? Those are the heavier snow bands kind of redeveloping and moving back into the area from kind of northeast to the south. Everything's pivoting around an area of low pressure, a very deep area of low pressure sitting just to the south and east of La Crosse. Current temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s. Again, that's been supporting snowfall for several hours now. So periods of snow will continue overnight, heavy at times, windy, creating poor visibility. Overnight lows around 30 degrees. Schoolcast for tomorrow. By the way, check our website and or our weather app. Already some school announcements for tomorrow with the snow tapering off gradually from west to east. Highs only around 40 degrees. I'll let you know how much snow to expect from this mid-April snowstorm in just a few minutes.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. So we're hearing reports of downed power lines in different parts of our viewing area. Xcel Energy is reporting now that thousands are without power in La Crosse County. The cause has not yet been determined, they say, but Chris Willett says crews believe weather was a factor. And down in Iowa, power has been restored to most customers in New Albin after over 450 were without power this evening. No cause was listed on their website, but these videos we've got here show wet, heavy snow causing power lines to hang pretty low. And of course, the city of La Crosse has issued a snow emergency. That means alternate side parking already went into effect at 6 tonight. The snow emergency will last 48 hours, so it ends on April 18th at 6 in the evening. For further guidelines on parking and information on what you need to do during the snow emergency, if you forgot already, you can visit the City of La Crosse's website. And we'll post the link for you on our website. That is news8000.com. And 3 law enforcement officers were shot, one of them fatally, in west central Minnesota Saturday evening. This happened in Pope County. The Pope County Sheriff's Office reports that 2 of its deputies were shot in Cyrus, along with a Starbuck police officer. One deputy was hospitalized with critical injuries and later died. The other was treated and released, and the officer was injured but not hospitalized. The Sheriff's Office says authorities were at a residence on a domestic call around 7:30 last night. The officer and 2 deputies were struck by gunfire during the arrest, and the Sheriff's Office says the suspect was killed in the exchange as well. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is investigating. And across the country, a small Alabama city is grieving after authorities say 4 people were killed and 28 suffered injuries, some critical, in a shooting Saturday night at a teenager's birthday party. There was also a deadly weekend shooting at a park in Louisville, Kentucky. A city still mourning last week's mass shooting at a bank. CBS News correspondent Christian Benavides reports.
Dadeville, Alabama is a community mourning after gun violence broke out at a 16th birthday party. Residents and some survivors of the shooting gathered for a vigil Sunday night. Witnesses say teenagers are among the dead and injured.
I got shot right here, right here.
Investigators are collecting evidence at the Mahogany Masterpiece Dance Studio, where the party was held Saturday night.
We're going through in a very methodical way. We're going to do exactly what we need to do to ensure justice is brought to bear for those families.
Antoine Woody says he knows two of the victims, including his best friend.
We loved each other, and I just hate that it had to happen to him like that.
Authorities are urging the public to come forward with any information about the shooting.
I cannot stress this enough. Ever how minor you think it is, we absolutely need you to share it.
The mayor of the city northeast of Montgomery, with a population of about 3,200, says the tragedy came as a shock.
We never had anything like this happen here in my whole 73 years.
This weekend also saw deadly gun violence at a crowded park in Louisville, Kentucky, where 2 men were killed and 4 other people wounded. It follows Monday's mass shooting at a downtown bank.
5 days later, we're at another scene of a reckless act of gun violence.
A new CBS News poll shows roughly 3 in 4 Americans believe mass shootings are preventable, and just over 60% say they want the AR-15 semi-automatic rifle banned. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
And in a statement about Saturday's gun violence, President Biden said, quote, "Once again, our nation is grieving." He cited guns as the leading killer of children in America and called it, quote, "outrageous and unacceptable," unquote. Well, in a more local update, Five Guys fans, you're going to have to wait a little longer to have that first bite in La Crosse. The new location of Five Guys Burgers and Fries is delaying its planned grand opening due to hiring challenges. That's according to an update from business manager Alex Humphreys. Alaska's location on Kinnicoolie Road was originally scheduled to open tomorrow, March 17th. And in La Crosse today, a chance to celebrate young professionals. La Crosse's Reach Center held its Entrepreneur Expo today. There, young entrepreneurs got a chance to promote their products. People had handmade artwork and other crafts for shoppers to buy. Shoppers also got the chance to vote for their favorite vendor. One organizer says this is a chance for artists to get their work out there.
Starting a business, especially as an artist, can be really, really hard, especially for young people who don't have access to capital like maybe adults do. And so we really want to showcase their skills and give them a chance to build those business skills alongside their art skills.
The top 3 entrepreneurs were rewarded with money and a chance to have someone invest in their product. Well, coming up on News 8, families in La Crosse gathered together for a good cause over the weekend. That's coming up later. But first, the future of an abortion pill could be in the hands of the Supreme Court. The latest on that battle after the break.
Morning. Hardee's 2 for $5 mix and match breakfast starts your day with made from scratch sausage and egg biscuits, biscuit and gravy, or sweet cinnamon roll. Pick any 2, just $5. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
The average employee has been with their current employer for 4.1 years. Our employees at Chart Industries disagree. If you're eager to join a company you can retire from, then chart your career with Chart Industries. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
It's the Hardee's Star Deal Combo. Get a Hardee's Charbroiled Double Cheeseburger, crispy 3-piece hand-breaded chicken tenders, or original hot ham and cheese with a small fry and drink for just $5.99. My rewards members get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Justice Samuel Alito's temporary hold preserving access to the abortion pill mifepristone ends Wednesday night as the justices review the lower court ruling, weighing whether to step in. Skylar Henry explains.
When you attack the rights of women in America, you are attacking America.
This weekend, Vice President Kamala Harris made a surprise appearance at an abortion rights rally in Los Angeles, one of several demonstrations across the country concerned that the courts are turning back the clock on reproductive health care.
We say pro-choice!
On Friday, the U.S. Supreme Court temporarily preserved access to the widely used abortion pill mifepristone after an emergency appeal by the Biden administration. Justices are considering whether to intervene in the court battle over the drug after a Trump-appointed federal appeals court judge in Texas ruled to block access earlier this month.
If we're going to use the federal courts as a way to bar and ban access, we are looking at a national abortion ban and more. And I think states have to band together to do as much as they can in opposition to that.
A new CBS News poll out today shows nearly 70% of all Americans want to see mifepristone remain available in states where abortion is legal, including almost half of Republicans. Several GOP lawmakers are now challenging their party's hardline abortion position.
And I have a great pro-life voting record, but some of the stances we've taken, especially when it comes to rape and incest, protecting the life of the mother, it's so extreme. The middle, the independent voters, right of center, left of center, they cannot support us.
So, though the temporary stay will remain until Wednesday night, Justice Alito gave anti-abortion medical associations and physicians who brought the challenge to the FDA's approval of mifepristone until noon Tuesday to respond. And coming up on News 8, rising fast. River levels across the Midwest are passing flood stage. How one Minnesota town up the river is working to contain it.
Yeah, you gotta love April. We had record heat last week, rising river levels, especially on the Mississippi, and now a good old-fashioned April snowstorm in progress. I'll try to break it all down for you with my 8-day forecast coming up next.
Pilgrims in Arcadia is looking to add maintenance technicians and want you to apply. We offer you on-site training in our new state-of-the-art training center, flexibility with 4 different shifts, competitive pay, career advancement, and a hefty benefits program. Here's what our employees have to say.
I would encourage anybody looking for a job in maintenance to come to Pilgrims because we give them the opportunity to train and advance their careers through our program.
If you are looking for a good, stable, reliable job, Pilgrims is the place to work.
Apply in person at our recruiting office, Main Street, Arcadia.
It's easy to see when you have a plumbing problem, but when it comes to your water, things aren't always so clear. Without water conditioning, your water may be doing more harm than good. Hard water can damage your pipes and appliances, leave spotting on dishes, as well as dry out your skin and hair. Contact the professionals at Maxwell White. More than a plumbing company, we offer comprehensive water conditioning. That's 2 great services under one roof. Enjoy cleaner dishes, softer and brighter clothes, and much more with a simple call to Maxwell White. Water conditioning done right.
Ubrelvy helps you fight migraine attacks. You put it all on the line. You do it all. So you bring Ubrelvy. It can quickly stop migraine in its tracks within 2 hours without worrying if it's too late or where you are.
Unlike older medicines, Ubrelvy is a pill that directly blocks a protein believed to be a cause of migraine. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Most common side effects were nausea and tiredness.
Migraine pain relief starts with you. Learn how AbbVie can help you save. Ask about Ubrelvy, the anytime, anywhere migraine medicine.
In the future, everything will be powered by renewable energy. But it's not as easy as flipping a switch. It's a long road, requiring decades of time and trillions of dollars. But what if there was a better direction on the path to zero carbon emissions? An energy source that's available right now, that's affordable, plentiful, and environmentally friendly. There is, and it's propane. Get the facts at propane.com/now.
A new day has dawned on the all-new Maury's, Audi, and Volkswagen of La Crosse. Feel the luxury of Maury's Audi as soon as you enter the new state-of-the-art Audi dealership. Audi technology and style incorporated into Maury's La Crosse Audi sales and service. Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse features an upbeat, high-tech atmosphere. Having service done, enjoy our relaxing lounge as you wait. Come experience excellence at the new and improved Volkswagen of La Crosse. New building, new location, same friendly staff. Maury's Audi and Volkswagen of La Crosse.
Spring is a great time to plan your next home improvement project. Call now for a free estimate on windows, doors, siding, sunrooms, decks, baths, kitchens, or flooring. The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
The St. Croix River at Stillwater reached flood stage Saturday, and it's expected to rise another 4 feet or more, cresting in major flood stage by midweek. Kristen Mitchell has more.
And you could see there's a whole street here that was completely visible 2 days ago, and now it's just gone.
The St. Croix River is rising fast.
Even within the last hour, we've got puddles coming in.
So fast, Daniel Cornforth says the Dock Cafe will soon be closing their patios.
So we'll have to clear out this whole patio and get it all set. We just lost half of our parking lot for emergency diking over there, so it's crazy.
As they prepare for the water to rise another 4 to 5 feet, some businesses have started to see water in their basements. Pumps are working hard on the water's edge where a massive sandbag levee is protecting downtown.
It went up almost 3 feet yesterday, which is probably the fastest I've seen this river go up in my lifetime. I mean, it's cruising. The graph is almost going straight up, and it's usually more of an arc of a curve of sorts, and this is cruising.
Mayor Ted Kozlowski thinks the water will rise close to the top of the levee.
It is designed so we can peel the poly that we see up, and we can add more sand to it, and we can build it up another few feet if we need to. It's a pretty substantial effort, though.
The majority of homes in Stillwater are on higher ground, but Kozlowski worries about the communities to the south.
Like, there's a lot of homeowners in Bayport and Afton and kind of Lakeland and everywhere in between that we could see some significant damage down there depending on how high this river goes, and I'm certainly worried for our friends down there.
Now all they can do is wait and hope that as fast as the water's rising, it recedes.
We'll have a really nice view here.
In Stillwater, Kirsten Mitchell, WCCO News.
So in the meantime, in the La Crosse region, National Weather Service reports we're seeing mostly minor flooding or near flood levels. But honestly, I'm not even thinking about the river right now because of all the snow we're getting.
I know, and that's kind of been lost in, first of all, the record heat and the fire danger last week, and then the snowstorm that's ongoing. But yeah, let's get to that river flood information because it is significant. Here are the latest levels along the Mississippi. So already above flood stage in Wabasha and Winona. And La Crosse, we will rise above flood stage of 12 feet overnight tonight. Prairie du Chien, McGregor, you too will likely rise above flood stage in the next 12 hours. You can see those forecast crests. I will caution you that river flooding forecasts, river level forecasts are very changeable, dependent on not only all the snow melt coming downstream, but also the rainfall that we have seen and that we will see. And this snow that's falling outside that will melt as well. Now, the good news is the ground is warmer, thawed out, so some of that will filter into the ground system, but some of it will run off. So these forecast crests, again, 15.9 in Wabasha, 18.2 in Winona, 15.3 in La Crosse, and 21.1 in the Prairie du Chien McGregor area. Those are in the high kind of end of moderate to almost major flooding. So this is significant, and you will need to keep a close eye on things if you have interests along the water levels. So it's no wonder that river flood warnings are in play all along the Mississippi, all the way from Minneapolis downstream through and south of Prairie du Chien. Also, we can't forget the Chippewa River. It has dropped below flood stage in Eau Claire, but from southern Dunn County through its confluence with the Mississippi River, also in flood stage at this time. All right, back to the snow. Beautiful, isn't it? I don't know if it's beautiful for April 16th, but it is snowing. 45 was the deceiving high just after midnight early this morning. 32 is our current temperature. 60 and 39 are the averages. So we've gone from well above average to well below average. And just over ½ inch of liquid out at the La Crosse Airport. Unofficially, 5 inches of snow. We'll get an official tally out at the airport from the observer there just after midnight tonight. 32 degrees with snow falling out at the airport, 31 downtown. Winds gusting almost 40 miles per hour. And there's that latest Mississippi River stage, 11.77 feet and rising. 30 degrees in Eau Claire with light snow falling, gusting to 30 miles per hour for those winds. And again, the Chippewa River now falling 772.1. Again, main roads still wet in many spots, but some slush and snow on the edges and between the lanes. So use caution, and with temperatures even dipping another degree or two and these heavier snow bands moving across the region, expect either partially or completely covered roads overnight. But you can see most roads light blue, indicating those partially covered conditions, but definitely some slick and icy spots. So we're kind of in the bullseye of this kind of miniature snowstorm in terms of how compact it is in terms of heavier snow bands from La Crosse and points north and east in these winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories surrounding that. And again, this is kind of an estimate 5 to 10 inches plus. I've already gotten reports of 3 to 10 inches across the region, 8 to 12 inches plus. That's what those pluses are for, is there will be locally higher totals in a narrow area. So keep that in mind. It's a wet, heavy snow. That's why we're having trouble with trees, branches, power lines, power outages, and also be careful shoveling and plowing this snow. It's going to be a tough one to move around. So see the dark blues moving back in from the north. Those are additional heavier snow bands that will pivot southward across the region as this very slow and compact area of low pressure slowly inches its way eastward and out of the area. So heavier snow bands continue to wrap through right around, say, 5 or 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So that's going to make for a tough morning commute. Still a heavier snow band kind of persisting through lunchtime to our east before it finally shifts east and dissipates, and then much quieter conditions heading into the day on Tuesday, and we will start that melting process. So alert night tonight, 30 degrees, snow, windy and cold. Difficult travel overnight and into tomorrow morning as those temperatures drop and the roads become snow covered. Snow tomorrow morning, tapers in the afternoon, windy and chilly. Highs struggle just to reach 40 degrees. Back around 50 on Tuesday with some sunshine, and then kind of spring-like weather returns, although cooler than average. Chance of some scattered showers and thunderstorms Wednesday and Thursday. Small chance of showers on Friday. Look at next weekend, cool with highs only in the mid to upper 40s. So hopefully we enjoyed that early taste of summer last week, because things are much different now.
I think I enjoyed it too much. This is like revenge.
Crazy, just whiplash, like my goodness.
Seriously, thanks Bill.
Okay.
And now it's time to announce the chosen Picturing Our Community photo for the week. This week's winner is Philip Nielsen of Hoka with the shot of a spectacular sunrise. Every week we pick a photo to be shared in a gallery on our website at news8000.com and socially on our News 8 Now Facebook page, Twitter, and Instagram. If you'd like to participate, just head to news8000.com, click on Submit Photos and Videos under the Home tab, and then click on Picturing Our Community and enter your photo. A new winner will be chosen every Friday, announced Sunday night, and then showcased online Monday morning. And coming up in sports, the Brewers were going for yet another series win down in San Diego, and the Milwaukee Bucks got their postseason started with some bad news. Kate is in next with those highlights.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Your health care should be unique to you. At Mayo Clinic Health System, they get to know your story and customize a treatment plan that fits your needs.
Get Jimmy Dean Bacon, just $2.99. And Center Cut Pork Chops, 10 for just $10 at Hy-Vee. That's Jimmy Dean Bacon, just $2.99. And Center Cut Pork Chops, 10 for just $10. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
There are so many things we take for granted. So many things. And along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for their survival for granted too. The elderly, disabled, the veterans, people on limited and fixed incomes, or folks that lost jobs in sectors hardest hit during the pandemic. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? Some people just can't come back. And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind, struggling to keep their heat, water, and power on. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our heat, water, and power providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
I'm Brody from Great River Harley-Davidson. We will be having events all season long. Whether it's your first time on a bike or you've been riding for years, we want to see you here. Stop by and see us anytime at Great River Harley-Davidson.
Get Jimmy Dean Bacon, just $2.99. And Center Cut Pork Chops, 10 for just $10 at Hy-Vee. That's Jimmy Dean Bacon, just $2.99. And Center Cut Pork Chops, 10 for just $10. Monday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Kate Overton.
We had a big day in professional sports as the Milwaukee Bucks begin their postseason journey. They're the betting favorite to win the entire thing. They're the top overall seed. Maybe the only thing that can stop them is a Giannis injury, but there's no way that would happen, would it? We go to the Pfizer Forum for Game 1, first quarter, and the Heat were hot. Tyler Hero finds Max Strus in the corner. He knocks it down. Miami up 8. Then a few minutes later, and disaster strikes. Giannis driving to the lane, collides with Kevin Love, and Giannis is down on the ground. He would leave the game with a lower back contusion, and the Heat would take advantage. Kevin Love from beyond the arc, that's cash. He go into the half up 13. Milwaukee trying to battle back. Chris Middleton pull-up jumper, knocks it down, plus the foul. That cuts the lead to 4, but without Giannis, the Bucks were hurting on both ends of the floor as Miami gets a big win in Game 1. As far as the injury, it's just something the Bucks are going to have to take one game at a time.
He has a back contusion. There was x-ray that was clear here, so we'll monitor him, see how he does, see how he wakes up, how he feels the rest of tonight, tomorrow.
So not the start to the playoffs you want. Giannis going down is obviously a huge blow to the team, but if you remember, Giannis got a pretty bad knee injury in 2021, but he managed to recover quickly and help lead his team to the finals. This is a deep squad, so if they can keep things close, I'm sure Giannis will be back ASAP. Game 2 in Milwaukee on Wednesday. And then over in Denver, the Timberwolves are trying to upset the Denver Nuggets. Second quarter just getting started over on TNT. Minnesota ended the first quarter down by 3. It's going to take a lot to pull off an upset, but Minnesota has the size to deal with the two-time MVP, Nikola Jokic. All right, switching gears to baseball. There may be snow on the ground here in La Crosse, but the Brewers were down in San Diego, enjoying the sun and going for a series win against the Padres. Yu Darvish on the mound for San Diego, and he was in a groove early on. Gets Yelich to go down swinging. Next batter, Willy Adames, same result. And then Rowdy Tellez, and that's another strikeout. Strikes out the first 3 batters of the game, but in the second inning, the Brewers would get to him. Garrett Mitchell on third, and Brian Anderson continues to drive in runs, a sac fly to left field. That's deep enough to score him, and Milwaukee takes a 1-0 lead, and it would stay that way until the 9th. Devin Williams in some trouble, but gets the called strike 3 to end the game. 1-0 the final. Wade Miley gets another win, and he was fantastic, going 7 innings and striking out 8. Brewers go again tomorrow against Seattle. Twins on the road in New York going for a series win over the Yankees, but Yankee ace Garrett Cole was dealing today. First batter of the day for Minnesota. That's a strikeout swinging. How about Byron Buxton? Another strikeout. Go to the 3rd inning. Max Kepler gets a good look at that one. That's strike 3. Maybe Christian Vasquez. Nope. Another strikeout. Just 2 hits on the day for Minnesota. Cole finished with 10 strikeouts. Twins ace Pablo Lopez had a good day, but one mistake in the 3rd. 2 men on, and DJ LeMahieu gets one down into right field. One runner comes in to score. It's 1-0 New York. And then in the 6th, it's LeMahieu again. Smashes this to deep right field. Clears the fence for a solo home run. Puts New York up 2. And that's how it would end. 2-0 the final. Twins now 10-6 on the year. Next up for them, 3 games in Boston starting on Tuesday. All right, and tomorrow night, the NHL playoffs get underway. The Minnesota Wild finished the season strong, but are still the lower seed as they'll face Dallas Stars in round 1. Kirill Kaprizov now in his 3rd NHL season and will look to build on an already impressive career. Matt Boldy is another name to look out for as he made a name for himself while Kaprizov was out with an injury for a chunk of the season. Game 1 set for tomorrow night at 8:30 on ESPN2. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
We know taking your child to the dentist can feel like pulling teeth, but at Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, your child arrives with a smile and leaves with specialized oral care tailored to them. Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, where we have big fun taking care of little teeth.
The average employee has been with their current employer for 4.1 years. Our employees at Chart Industries disagree. If you're eager to join a company you can retire from, then chart your career with Chart Industries. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
Hello.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
In every corner of Wisconsin, you'll find Wisconsin lottery winners. Some live in the city, others out in the country. Some play in their lucky socks, others wear their favorite hat. But one thing's for sure. Last year, tens of thousands of players won across the state. In fact, Wisconsin Lottery awards over $1.5 million in prizes every day. That's a lot of winners you'll find in Wisconsin.
Made with American biofuels, E15 saves drivers money, reduces emissions, and creates jobs in rural communities. Last year, when gas prices were spiking, President Biden extended summer sales of E15 and saved drivers nearly $1 per gallon in some areas. We can't afford higher gas prices this summer. We need the Biden administration to act again. Tell Senator Baldwin that President Biden must protect access to E15 and extend savings at the pump.
We know taking your child to the dentist can feel like pulling teeth, but at Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, your child arrives with a smile and leaves with specialized oral care tailored to them. Pediatric Dentistry of Onalaska, where we have big fun taking care of little teeth.
Over in Myrick Park on Saturday, a fun day for a good cause. At the Family Fun event at Myrick Park, families from all over the region got to take part in all kinds of events like live music and kids yoga. Organizers say this is also a chance for parents to relax and support each other.
Parenting is one of the most difficult things we can do, and if we can just pass less judgment and more grace to each other when we're parenting, when parents are less stressed, it helps kids function and do better.
Money from that event will go to help the Coulee Region Child Abuse Prevention Task Force. And yesterday was World Art Day, and the River City Gallery celebrated with style. Local artists and art lovers celebrated all kinds this weekend, and it's a chance to strengthen the bonds between artists and the communities they live in. Over 60 local artists are currently featured at the River City Gallery. We'll be right back.
It's the Bobby Bones Show. Let's go. We're gonna make you laugh. And the biggest stars in country music, they all come by here.
Really?
Yeah.
Shut up!
Join me, Bobby Bones, every weekday morning starting at 6 on Kicks 106.3.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Suites. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family in the water.
Come make it a day at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites of Onalaska La Crosse.
At Bright Star Care, we are looking for kind, passionate, reliable individuals who will go above and beyond for our clients. We truly do feel like we're the best provider in town. We're going above and beyond every single day. There's stressful days, times, but we're all in it for the right reasons, and we always do the right thing. We are currently looking for caregivers, CNAs, LPNs, and RNs.
Closeouts and clearances, deals and sales, pickup or delivery. It's tax return season at Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop great prices on Ashley, Catnapper, and Bestcraft furnishings, bicycles, sofas, and recliners with power options. Accessorize with pieces like lamps, hanging art, and the area's largest selection of rugs. Winter is the best time to get cozy in a new mattress. Try out hybrid, double-sided, and all-foam mattresses on an adjustable base today. Family and veteran-owned, Black River Furniture and Cabin Outlet, Black River Falls.
Coulee Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In our April-May issue, Tracy Littlejohn bridges the deep history of Ho-Chunk women in the Coulee region with the present. Learn why it's about time for women at Fort McCoy. Explore the exciting future of medical education and go back in time with the reinvention of the original Gunderson Clinic in downtown La Crosse. Top it all off with a dive into 70s fashion inspiration. Pick up your copy at many area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. We are just the family sitting around the table.
Best answer ever!
We're always fun.
Oh my God!
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Snow continues to come down, and again, the main road's not in bad shape, but temperatures will drop another degree or two, and boy, that snow is being rearranged as it falls, so visibility is poor in spots. Visibility being reduced by wind gusts of 20 to 40 miles per hour. That's creating wind chills in the upper teens to lower 20s. So snow heavy at times overnight. Overnight lows around 30 degrees. Perfect time to download that First Warn weather app to stay informed. It also has the latest school announcements on there as well.
Not fun. Not fun.
Not fun at all. I thought I could put away my coat, but alas, I was wrong. Thank you for watching
again.